Hello everyone, I'm Claire Marie B and welcome to my May Bullet Journal monthly setup. May is my birthday month, so this month I wanted to use some of my favourite colours in my monthly spread and also these cool gold paints that I hadn't used since for the last few months. First of all, I've used some washi tape to make myself a really clean square grid. This is going to be painted completely in gold and I'm going to use that for my quote page to write over the top. It was somewhat experimental with the paints. I'd tested some small sections, but in doing a larger section I wasn't sure if it was going to end up kind of puckering the page like it did in my January watercolour spread. However, I decided to just go for it and see what happened. I was really impressed with the paints. This is the biggest sections that I've painted with them. There really wasn't too much buckling of the paper at all, and the colour itself was really solid at the end. There was hardly any touch-ups that I had to do, and it dried super quick. I'll put some details of the paints in the note section with this post. Okay, so on to the main part of the design. This month I wanted to do something nature related and, as I said at the beginning, have my favourite colours involved. So I picked a design of just some really simple leaves and just repeat that pattern and print across the whole page. So I'm starting out by doing some random ones outlined in pen. As you'll know if you've seen any of my previous videos, I love to draw things out in pencil first because I'm forever going wrong. And I'm also not super confident with certain things, particularly around drawing and lettering. But this month I just went for it. I decided just to do random patterns everywhere of this. So now that I've drawn out the plain ones, I'm adding some with colour. The pens I'm using are Simple Crayola Super Tips. You can get these anywhere. I've got a box with just tons of colours in. So I picked a purple colour, a pink colour and a green. So purple is my favourite colour. I really want to do a purple themed spread. I'm just waiting to find the right one. I'm not sure what I'm going to do and when. I know there's some really gorgeous purple ones out there of crystals and lavender, but I've been trying to wait and do something myself a little more unique because I know quite a few people have done it and I love those designs, but I want to try out some different things. So as soon as I find something pure purple, I'll be sharing that on here. The big reveal with the washi tape, as you can see, this worked really well. It made really clean lines for the square, and I'm just going to pop my quote in that section as I mentioned earlier. Finally, I'm just putting some extra little bits of colour around there to make it look like the pattern is behind that square. I didn't want to risk it painting the gold over the top of the colours in case it didn't come out particularly well. To add some extra shine, I'm doing some of the leaves in the gold paint as well. For some extra decoration, I decided to flick some of the paint across the page. I really enjoyed that. It was quite a lot of fun. As you'll know from my previous videos, I've really been working on my lettering and I thoroughly enjoyed using this font this month. I'm definitely going to bring that one back again. My quote this month is one from the fantastic Maya Angelou, which is, "Try to be a rainbow in someone else's cloud." I thought we could have some positivity this month. Okay, so let's move on to my trackers. I decided to use the paint again in the top left corner to create the title for this page. I got really confident after using the stencil on the first page and it working out really well. So I decided to use the stencil partially over the top to create a really nice circle and it bled through. So yeah, I must have used too much paint. I've kept that in because I wanted to show you that any mistakes that you make, and I make them every month as you know, and I keep them in, there's so many different things that you can do in a bullet journal to correct them and cover that up. You'll see I'm going to make another great mistake in a minute. I'm on to drawing out freehand my calendar page, so my wobbly lines are back this month. I found that I haven't been using the full calendar spread and it felt a little bit wasteful. So this month I decided to do it on one page, and as you can see I've got an extra box on the bottom right. I'll show you how I cover that up soon. I'm not sure how my calendar spread will work being so small, whether it's going to be functional this month, but we'll see what happens, and if it doesn't work out quite right, I'll go back to a double page spread for the next month. So I'm just labelling the boxes using the pink colour from the cover page, and you'll see that I alternate between the different coloured pens now to start doing the headers throughout. That helps you to keep a cohesive theme across the month. And finally I'm covering up my mistake with some lovely washi tape. You can't beat washi tape. In January I started my 1 word a day and therefore felt like I really had to keep it going. I've enjoyed it, but I'm thinking for the second half of the year, because I've nearly completed this journal now, I'm nearly on to my next one, I might actually do monthly memories. With things opening back up again after the lockdown and COVID, it might be quite fun to draw a little memory and create more memories now that we're going to be able to go out and see people and socialise more. So I hope you're getting to do that where you're from. Where my calendar page is smaller this month, my 1 word a day spread is bigger this month. I decided to put this across an entire page. I've been doing it a lot smaller before. The gold pen that I've used, I'll put the details of that as well in the notes section below. Over to my trackers page. I like to track mood, and then I have about 7 or 8 trackers that I kind of switch sometimes, alternate a little bit. I've had everything from sleep trackers to steps trackers, and I really enjoy doing the trackers. It helps to keep me focused on the goals and what I'm doing that month. This month though, for the first time, I am doing a circular mood tracker. So I tend to always pick as part of my theme and colour in a shape or something that's related to the theme of the month. But this time I decided to do a wheel. As you know, I love a Dutch door, and I tried to do a different Dutch door in each of my spreads. I landed at doing Dutch doors on my calendar page and really like doing that, but I don't want to do that every single month. So this month I decided to try my Dutch door on the mood tracker page. For the decoration on this page, I decided to repeat all the leaves again that I had on the cover page and have that as the background with all the trackers sitting in front of them. As there's an uneven number of days in May, I ended up with 1 little square too many in my wheel, so I've just coloured that in gold. My wheel tracker is ready to go. Finally, I'm taking the gold pen and outlining just randomly some of the leaves on the coloured strands, and it just kind of adds an extra bit of definition and a little bit more gold to the page. The reverse side of my Dutch door this month is going to be my brain dump page, and on the right hand side is where I'm going to be setting up my social media content planners and trackers, and where I keep all my video notes and ideas for the month. Okay, so we are on to the last spread for the month, and this time I'm going to put some washi tape in the corners to do the print of the leaves coming out from there, so that I've got a really nice straight line. It kind of worked okay. I think it might have been better if it was a bit busier in that section, but I like how it turned out anyway. This spread is for my monthly to-do list. I like to have a place where I can put just notes down in the previous month of what I've got to do for the following month, and then transfer that into my weekly spreads when I'm ready to set those up. And the other part of this is a spread that I saw Bujo and Cookies do, and it's fantastic, where it's tracking parcels. So I'm, especially with the current COVID crisis, I found myself obviously online shopping more because you can't go to the shops, and also I like to send my family and friends maybe a little something, or with birthdays and things coming up, it's good for me to be able to track what I've been ordering in parcels. Has it arrived? Did I send a return? Has the return been credited to me yet? So I'm drawing out a box to capture all of that this month. And here's my final flip through for the month. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate each and every one of you taking the time to watch my videos, and I hope you found something in here that you can use in yours. If you've liked the content, please subscribe to get my future videos, and I'll see you next month.